What's going on, everyone? My name is Twig, and today we're going to talk about a few games that I'm actually really stoked for that were announced yesterday in the PlayStation State of Play conference. Some of these announcements really surprised me, even though I strictly game on PC now. Some of these titles have been confirmed to be coming to PC at launch, some of them coming as a delayed PC launch, and then some not coming at all. There were 3 titles that really got me excited for 2025, but I'll do some honorable mentions of some titles that I would really like to play in the future. To kick things off, right off the bat, we got to see this creepy but sick looking title called Hell Is Us. I think this was one of the first games shown after the Astrobot intro. As the trailer kept playing, I was just thinking to myself, man, this one is right up my alley. I checked right away to see if it was on the Steam store, and it is. The release date says 2025, and I will definitely be following along with this one. The game description says, if war is the closest we get to hell on Earth, it's because Earth harbors the worst of demons, humankind. In an isolated country ravaged by infighting, discover the secrets of your past and deal with the repercussions of a mysterious calamity. Sounds pretty sick. It is tagged as an open world single player game, so that made me wishlist the game right away. Next, as soon as they started showing gameplay, I was hoping this one was coming to Steam. The Lunar Remastered collection was a pioneer of its time, credited with being one of the first JRPGs to become super popular in the West. It includes Silver Star Story and Eternal Blue, and is set to release in spring of 2025. This announcement really surprised me. Apparently it is supposed to be out on PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and PC, which is super cool. I think the Remastered edition features widescreen support, enhanced pixel art, high-def animated cutscenes, and all new English voice acting. It looks like they put a ton of work into this one, and it's been reported that players can choose to either go old school with the original visuals or go for the remastered modern look. They've even made the game available in 2 additional languages, supposedly, German and French, alongside English and Japanese. Lunar is a classic tale of a young adventurer with a cool sidekick who falls in love with a girl who may or may not be immortal. You dive deep into a quest to save the world from an evil villain, slaying dragons and making friends along the way. This will be a must-have pickup for me. Unfortunately, I'm not so lucky with one of the biggest announcements and biggest hype games of the conference this year. Ghost of Yotei is a sequel to Ghost of Tsushima and is coming out sometime next year, which will be a big hit on the new PS5 Pro. Definitely a heavy-hitting title for Sony to capitalize on. As soon as I saw the start of the trailer, I had a peak of excitement followed by a little disappointment since it took like 4 years for Ghost of Tsushima to come to Steam. Who knows, with the killer success of the Steam release this past year, which I played at launch and did a review after 100% on, maybe there is a 1% chance it'll be released at launch on Steam alongside the PS5 release, but I highly doubt it. I think they'll try to drive as many people to PlayStation as possible, which makes complete sense. I will for sure be picking it up though as soon as it comes to PC, since it looks like we are moving on from the Jinsekai era, as the sequel from Sucker Punch Games follows a new samurai warrior, and it is set 300 years in the future. In an interview with Sucker Punch's comms manager, Andrew Goldfarb, he said, "We also wanted to continue to innovate, to create something fresh but familiar. We looked beyond Jinsekai's story in the island of Tsushima and shifted our focus to the idea of the ghost instead. At Sucker Punch, we love origin stories, and we wanted to explore what it could mean to have a new hero wearing a ghost mask and uncovering a new legend." I'm all for it. The story was solid in the first game, and the world around you built that foundation up even further. The open world, combat, and visuals were all top tier in my opinion, so I'll definitely be playing this one sometime in the future. There were a few notable honorable mentions that I wanted to share. I wrote these down in my notes as I watched the live stream. Fear of the Spotlight was super interesting. Little did I know that this game was apparently out on Steam for a while, but it was removed due to a massive update that I guess will be launching when the PS5 version drops on October 22nd, which is coming up real soon. I'm all about scary games, and it was cool to see one of Blumhouse Games' projects being highlighted. I'd love for Stellar Blade 2 to come to Steam. Seeing the Nier Automata collab really made me want to play it even more. Hitman 2 VR looked really cool. I have a MetaQuest, so if that were to come to Steam, I think I'd definitely be picking it up. Sonic X Shadow Generations looks pretty sick as well, with having Keanu Reeves as a voice actor for Shadow. That looks like it'd be a ton of fun to check out if I have the time. I know it is already listed on Steam, I believe. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge is getting a DLC called Radical Reptiles, which was shadow dropped for a launch yesterday out of nowhere. At least I had no clue it was releasing so soon. I knew DLC was coming, but that was pretty cool. Lastly, Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered might be something for me to look at. I never played the originals, but Aspyr is doing the remaster, and they are coming to Steam at the same time on December 10th. Honestly, not too bad of a conference in my opinion. I'm always hoping that there will be a Bloodborne remaster or a PC port coming, but I might forever be getting my hopes up on that one. A lot of cool titles were shown. I love the remastered versions of games, especially ones from so long ago that really need it. My bro and I watched the stream after work yesterday and were super impressed with some of the titles shown. Let me know down in the comments below what you're most excited for from the event, and if you game on PC like me, feel free to add me on Steam or join my curator group on there. Both will be linked down below. We have lots of cool stuff on the horizon, so stay tuned, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.